live from the Fever Stadium on the campus of Placer High School. TouchdownProductions.com, celebrating 21 seasons of local sports excellence, is proud to present Placer Hillman football tonight in the PVL Championship game. Your 5-time defending PVL champion Placer Hillman hosts the undefeated Lincoln Fighting Zebras. It's the final PVL matchup of the year, the one you've been waiting for all season, and it all begins right here, right now. This is your NorCal Game of the Week.
You think with the season he's been having, especially in his last 3 games, he's completed 70% of his passes, 11 touchdowns, no interceptions. I don't know if it's just the jitters of the championship game. I don't know. I don't really know what it is, but he's got to be completing these passes if Lincoln will have a chance to win this football game.
Well, here's a 4th down play. They're going to go for it with 4th and 9. Looking over the field. This is intercepted, and he's got some room. He's out.
Kerrigan, he's going.
Anthony Kerrigan will not be caught. All the way down the sideline and scores for Placer. The Hillmen are on the board first with an interception by Kerrigan. We have given the player of the game to Anthony Kerrigan in the past, and we're seeing why. This guy has wheels, and he caught himself a badly thrown pass by Tommy Turner. And Placer's defense scores first. Placer on the move now. Kerrigan wants to find some room, goes outside, then inside, falls forward, gets a couple of yards. We've got to start talking about the game of the week here. Bill Slade's and Son Trucking player of the game. We have, all of us have an opinion about this, and I'd like to hear what yours is, David.
You got my bet right there. That's the guy, Anthony Kerrigan. That would be my vote. I mean, you're talking about a 75-yard interception return for a touchdown, a 79-yard rushing touchdown, another rushing touchdown later in that quarter. This kid's played incredible tonight. He's got my vote.
And we'll ask our statistician, Pat Austin. Pat, who would you choose?
Kerrigan's got my vote as well. He really opened up the game with that 79-yard touchdown run, as well as having that pick 6 at the very beginning of the game as well. So he's really helped carry this team and give them the power they need right now.
And, you know, arguably Kerrigan could have won player of the game on other weeks. He has a body of work that is outstanding all season. One of the reasons that they're going to win another PVL championship. So unless Gil Dominguez says he chooses him, which would nullify it, we're going to go with Anthony Kerrigan. We'll shout out another number of players that are also in consideration, but Anthony Kerrigan will win the Bill Slade and Sons Trucking player of the game tonight. We'll meet him down on the field.
Said 49-20 is your football score. Placer taking down the Lincoln Fighting Zebras for their 6th consecutive PVL championship for Coach Joey Montoya and the boys. For Pat Austin, Paul Brown, David Klein, we'll be going down to the field to award our player of the game to Anthony Kerrigan. We'll remind you you're watching exclusive coverage of Placer Hillman football right here on your NorCal Game of the Week at TouchdownProductions.com.
With nearly 30 years of proudly serving our community, Auburn Toyota is expanding to offer more new Toyota inventory than ever before. Chances are we have the exact Toyota model you want, ready for you to drive home today. With many years of combined sales experience and hundreds of new Toyota cars, trucks, 4x4s, and SUVs, now is the perfect time to buy at Auburn Toyota. Come see why for generations Foothill Toyota buyers buy from Auburn Toyota, which is why we like to say Auburn Toyota is the place where the customers come back.
And we're here down at the field of Fever Stadium with your player of the game, your Bill Slade and Sons player of the game, Anthony Kerrigan. Congratulations, buddy. All right, so I got to talk to you about your first 2 plays that you made a huge impact on. First of all, talk to me about that interception return for a touchdown.
Well, they had me locked up on number 3, and on certain situations we had help over the top, so I know I could play underneath. So when I saw them line up in a stack, I either guessed a wheel or I guess the crossing route, and I guess crossing route because I knew I had the wheel over the top covered. So when I guess crossing route, I was right. So I just cut it off kind of at the throw. And so.
All right, and then a couple offensive possessions later, a 79-yard rushing touchdown. You stutter stepped. You threw a guy to the ground. Talk to me about that run.
I just run. I don't know. I don't really think about it. Like the lineman, my fullback, when he pulls out and he kicks the corner out, it's all like a work of art. It's awesome. I love it.
And let's see that stutter step a little bit. Now, we've seen that for 3 years now. It's that little thing. You got the little thing going on down there. Yeah. Let's see a little of that now. Come on, give me a little stuff.
It's like.
And we're going to miss that here at Placer football. Anthony Kerrigan, an outstanding player now for the last 2 years, and one of the reasons why they are PVL champions tonight.
Thank you.
I'm proud to have given you this award tonight. And David, you have another word or two?
Nah, dude, go celebrate that title. Get ready for the playoffs next week, buddy, all right? Take care, guys.
Thanks a lot, guys. Talking to Anthony Kerrigan, our Bill Slade and Sons Trucking Player of the Game. Another great game. Of course, this is Joey Montoya, the PVL champion coach for 2017. What a great game by Anthony tonight for you.
So proud of that kid. He was laser focused this week. He watched hours of film, knew he was going against one of the best players, not only in the league but in the section, and really stepped up and played like a champ tonight for us.
He did, and as we were saying before, he's coming off a little bit of an injury.
Yeah, he had an ankle injury early on in the year, and it was nagging him, and so obviously he didn't get to play much in the preseason, and luckily we got him back for Vista Del Lago, and he's been a staple for us ever since.
Now tonight you had Lincoln here at home. The score really didn't show what we thought was going to be a classic battle between you guys.
Yeah. Needless to say, we put together a 48-minute football game tonight. We played our best game, and we finally put it together a full game with playing all three facets of the game. And credit the coaches for getting these kids to the place that they're at. Credit the kids for buying in and working hard. And I'm just so proud of both the kids, the coaches, and everybody that's involved with Placer football.
And as we were saying earlier, your 6th consecutive PVL championship. You're leaving the PVL this year, as is Lincoln. So what a great way to go out.
That's how you want to leave. And, we went out with a bang. And, people don't really give this league enough credit. There's so many phenomenal coaches and great rivalries, week in and week out. And, you got over 3 coaches with over 100 wins, 1 coach with over 200 wins. Martello is right on the verge of getting over 200, and Coach Bean and the guys down at Foothill have done a good job. Bean's an up-and-coming great head coach, and so this league was special. It's been a fun ride for us. Lots of great memories, and now on to new pastures.
And so you've done the farewell tour of the PVL, swept everybody. First place champion, now on to the playoffs. Home games, Mark Lee was telling me you thinking you guys might get as many as 2.
It's tough to tell, but that's kind of what we assume. Right now we assume we'll be a 2 or a 1 seed in Division 4. We'll find out tomorrow at 5. But tonight and tomorrow we're going to just celebrate this one and enjoy it, and then tomorrow at 5 we'll get to work on whoever we're playing next week.
Well, it is something to celebrate. You don't do 6 titles in a row. It takes 6 years to get there. And you had a host of players that stepped up today. Was the rain, it never really materialized in the game, but was that a pregame thought?
Yeah, heck, we don't mind the rain at all. We love the rain, and especially when you're facing a team that throws the ball as well as they do. But it didn't rain, and so we played on a dry field, and so we got to play it straight up with no elements to say so, and I'm proud of our kids.
Well, it's a tremendous win by the Hillmen, and of course your coaching staff. I know you're always very complimentary toward them. It's not just 10 weeks of work; it's months of work just to get to this point. And at this point in the season, a lot of teams go home.
They do, and how fortunate are we? 10 years in a row now to be going to the playoffs. We take for granted how special that is. People take for granted, they think winning the league championship is kind of a normal thing. Most people never win 1. And so for us to win 6 in a row is incredible. For us to play basically 9 to 10 years in a row of at least being in the championship game is incredible. Credit to my staff and all the players that have played for me before and have currently played for me. I'm very, very blessed.
All right, there he is, Joey Montoya. Finally, he can relax for about 30 seconds. They won the championship here, and he only likes to look at one game at a time, so now we'll just wait and see who that first playoff is. Now, have you decided to play on Thursday or Friday? Because I know it's a holiday next week. Right. Well, the coaches will get together tomorrow morning and decide that and talk with our administration to see what they want to do as well. And so that's a tomorrow decision. All right, yeah, I think the section is leaving it up to the individual schools on whether they want to play Friday, which is traditional, or move the games to Thursday. Right, and we played last year Friday. We wanted the extra day of prep, so we'll see. It's a new year. All right, Joey. Once again, congratulations from everybody here at Touchdown Productions and all of the Foothill fans and the Auburn fans and whatever fans of Placer Hillman football. Congratulations. Hey, thank you. You guys really appreciate all you do, and it's great to be a Hillman. It certainly is, especially tonight. Okay, guys, let's throw it back to you. Wrap it up. The rain's starting to come down here. I predicted 10 o'clock. I wasn't too far off. And we'll throw it all in the Commander and be back here next week. It's Placer playoff football right here on the NorCal Game of the Week. Guys, take it back.
It's starting to rain here now at Fever Stadium. It was supposed to be the big thing tonight, but it held off until now, until we're just doing the sign-off. So Pat Austin, David Klein, Paul Brown, we're proud to bring you another great PVL championship by the Placer Hillman. We'll see you next week for playoff football. Good night, everyone.